Maintain unit lasts like mine. Like, you use it religiously every year for maintenance?
Twice a year.
Twice a year. How long will it last? 10 years? 15?
So, where do you buy these rocks?
Oh, I have.
You should, on a higher end unit, something like you have, anywhere from 15 to 20 years. I've got Lennox units out there that I put in when I was working for other companies when I first started that are still running. It's very, on a maintained unit, unfortunately, they normally run longer than what they're good for. And as I say that, as technology changes, you really should probably replace the unit in 15 years or so, because after that, it's costing you more money because these new units are just running so much more efficient and better and doing more for you. So normally 15 years is the most I want to see out of a unit, but I've got some Lennox units out there that are 30 years old that I put in, and I'm like, really? And most of the time when we finally replace them, I had customers smack me in the back of the head. Why didn't you make me do this 5 years ago? I said, I've been telling you about this, Mr. Castini, to replace this unit. It's costing you money. Nah, it's working fine. Yeah, well, it's working fine, but it's not efficient. I had a customer years ago that had an oil boiler. I told him replace it. Finally, when it split, we replaced it. And 2 years later, one of my guys was doing a maintenance. I popped in just to say hello. I was in the neighborhood, and old Italian guy smacks me in the back of the head. You son of a bitch. I'm like, what the hell did I do? I was going through 4 tanks of oil a year. I only go through 1.5 now. You should have made me do this. Yeah, I should have made you replace your boiler. But replacing this equipment at a height, you will save money. I'm telling people this year, I just got what I'm doing next week. Yeah, I'm going to save you about 20% on your utility, but you're never going to see it. We got hit with a 20% price increase from the utility company. So, and I'm only saving you 20% on your air conditioning usage. I'm not saving you 20% on your lights, your TV, your cooking and everything. All I could do is your HVAC. You got to call Tim to do the whole house.
Is there a big difference for the type of equipment that you have to work with if someone is on the grid versus off the grid? Or is it roughly the same?
The same equipment, same requirements. 230 volts for the air conditioners outside, 230 volts if it's an air handler. There's no difference. The only concern, I did get an email from Bosch, and I got to look into this a little further. When they set solar up, there's a requirement for the inverters to be set at specific frequencies, and you probably know what I'm talking about, that are required from the power company to match the grid. They got to match right, and I don't see it making that much of a difference with our units because they're very tolerant, but they were sending an email about it, about people who were running with solar, that the frequency, and it's not the hertz, it's not the voltage, it's another frequency or something that
I can't say I've ever heard that.
okay, like I said, they pull stuff out of their backside, and like one person has a problem with something and it's and it's really not. But like I said, I just was reading an email about